Hi, Mark here with RawNutrition.com. In this video, I'll be comparing the popular Omega Juicer Model 8006 with a newer version, the 8008. So these are two models from Omega. The 8008 also has a sister, the 8007, which is in silver, and the 8006 has also a sibling. It's the 8004, and that one is white. So these generation models have changed over the years. The 8008 is the latest one. It just has a little lip here on top. You slide your hand, whereas with the 8006 you do have the handle. So the bases are pretty similar. Other than that, the 8008 is a slight half-inch shorter on the back side. But there are differences that these parts are not compatible between each other. They're made in two different locations. The 8008 is made in South Korea, and the 8006 is made in South Korea, and the 8008 is made in China. So Omega has opted for a different manufacturer for making these models 8007 and 8008. So while the parts may be similar, there are slight differences in all of them. So you can almost say like this is a copy of that one. You could see another manufacturer try to copy Omega and just make slight differences. Well, there are so many slight differences that you can't actually interchange the parts, other than maybe the pusher here on top. You can't interchange the bodies, the caps. One fits on the other a little bit tight, doesn't fit at all on the other one. The screens are completely different, so they're very, basically redesigned. Completely different. The 8008 offers a few advantages over the 8006. Mainly, this new edition end cap. This end cap has a pulp control on the end, so basically this ring, when tightened up, applies pressure to the end here to retain the most pulp and squeeze out the most juice. So that's what I'm going to check in this demonstration. Does this design addition make for getting more juice? Also, when we compare the juicing screens between the two models, they are significantly different in the fact that this one here has a stainless steel insert, and the 8008 screen has about 25% more juicing screen. So more juicing screen generally equals the possibility of more juice. There's more area for the juice to flow through when the pulp is being pushed through. The auger designs are similar, yet again, slight differences, so you really can't interchange them. You really have to keep all the parts separate. So there is some design changes, and we'll see if they yielded any difference in the amount of juice we're going to get here in our comparison. What else can I mention? Well, included parts are a little different. These are the homogenizing blanks for each one. The new design has a different shaped screen and different shaped juice collecting bowls. So it's screened in here. And you do also have the pasta dies that I have inside here. And these again are the same yet slightly different, just a little bit different, so you can't intermix them. And then the pulp collecting bowls. So I will get this set up, and we'll do a juicing comparison between them and see what we get as far as results and as far as quantity of juice. The design changes between them. I'm going to start with the 8006, tried and true, very popular model, well loved and well appreciated. And we'll start with this one, and we'll see how much juice we get. So these carrots, we have 2 pounds of carrots pre-measured on each side. You have to trust me on that. I am not trying to sway the results one or the other, so we just measured them. Cut them out to fit in the 1.5 inch feed chute, and that is the same on both juicers. So the feed chute is not any different. So I'll go ahead and process this, and we'll see our results shortly. there you have. I've completed juicing the 2 pounds of carrots. Stop our juicer and we'll let that sit aside while we start with the 8008. So to check to see, I'm really going to install here. So they included the 2 end caps, just a regular standard one, and now the one with the pulp control. I will go ahead and tighten that all the way. So this is loose. Tighten that all the way and try to squeeze out the most juice and see if this design on the 8008 and the larger surface of the screen will give us more juice. Let's go ahead and try that out. Now you did notice I dropped a piece while I was juicing with the 8008, so I will take one. I was juicing with the 8006, sorry, so I took one out so we're a little more fair in the comparison here. Then we'll get started with the 8008. I'm getting a little bit of vibration here, so I place my juicer. Okay. Okay, so again, this one has the 1.5 inch diameter for the feed chute. So everything is cut to size to fit in it. And we'll get this juicing done and then we'll do a comparison. See if our yield will be higher with the 8008 compared to the 8006. Okay, well, we've pretty much completed juicing here with the 8008. We'll go ahead and turn that off. And so here's our pulp, the 8006 and the 8008 pulp. We'll set that aside. And I will get out some measuring cups and we'll see exactly which juicer produced the most juice. We'll just let the 8008 finish dripping here. Let's go ahead and pour our carrot juice from the 8006. And so basically I'm seeing 1 3/4 cups. Pretty much 1 and, well, even a little less. Well, these are always hard to read. Let me try to get this. Let's go for ounces. So we are seeing about 14 ounces on this side. Let's see if the 8008 with the pulp control outlet yielded more juice. Just from the looking at it like that, I am seeing more juice. We're definitely doing 16 ounces over here and 14 ounces with the 8006. So yeah, a little bit more juice, about 2 ounces more from the same 2 pounds of carrots. So this outlet should help in other circumstances too. Now this is just carrots. Maybe with the greens too, you'll be able to get more juice out, doing spinach, kale, or wheatgrass. The pulp control lever could be an option for getting the 8006, for getting the 8008 over the 8006. All these numbers can get confusing, but for the newer numbers, it's 8007 and 8, then you have the previous generation, 8008 and 8006 and 8004. I'm going to truly mess all this up. So there you go, 2 ounces more for the same 2 pounds of carrots. So I would expect, it does cost more. These 8008 models and the 8007 models are more than the previous generation, just about 10% more, 5 to 10%. So is it worth the extra cost? You do have the same full 15-year warranty in North America from Omega, so that is an option. Carrying this is nice. I like the handle. It's a little less practical, this lip here on the back. But other than that, you got a larger tray on this one, and you do have that added outlet, but everything else, really, you have all the same parts. You can do the same operations with both juicers. So it's up to you if you want to go for the newest model, the 8008, over the previous generation 8006. You can be assured of the same quality. The parts don't look any cheaper or any poorly made. They're really the same, just a slight manufacturing differences. Same quality, same GE Ultime auger and screen. So when we've been selling these for about a year and had no issues with them any differently compared to the 8006. Well, again, this is Mark with RawNutrition.com. Be sure to check us out online and subscribe to our videos here on YouTube for more product comparisons.